Well, it's me again, and this is my podcast and my world, where I take you along on an adventure where we get to explore everything and anything that goes on in my mind. Oh boy, is it random, is it crazy, it's nuts, it's all over the place. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's have a good time. Well, good morning. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Hello friends, it's me again, and I'm coming to you, well, from the car. It is currently 7:22 on a Monday morning, and last time I checked, I should have been on my way to work at 7 o'clock. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind schedule today. Just haven't been able to get into the groove. I'm not exactly sure why, but just haven't been able to get in the groove. I've been kind of, I don't know. It's weird. I got up at 6 this morning, and I kind of moseyed on down to the bathroom and drew myself a bath, and I don't know. I just haven't gotten to it. So, anyways. Welcome to my channel. I'm Graham, and this is my podcast. We happen to call it Graham's World. And today, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my weekend, I guess, and kind of let you know what's been going on. So, I tried a new recipe. I found a recipe online for chili, and I'm sure most of you have probably seen it already. I posted it this weekend. And so it's quite simple. It's a very simple recipe. And so the first time I made it, I wanted to follow the recipe exactly, so I knew what I was making, what I was getting myself into. This next weekend, I'm going to do it again. Except this time I'm going to change up a few things and do it a little bit more my way. For instance, I'm going to use, so normally I use 2 cans of pinto beans. I'm going to use 2 cans of pinto beans, but I'm also going to put in a can of black beans, I think, just for a little bit of something. If I don't use 2 cans of pinto beans, I'll use 1 can of pinto beans, 1 can of black beans, and then probably a can of kidney beans, which might be kind of interesting. But the chili turned out absolutely amazing. It tastes so freaking good. So we had enough there to have ourselves some dinner. And then I still had enough to put some in pint jars and pressure can them, which is exactly what I did. I put them into pint jars and pressure canned it. And then so I get them all in the jars and everything, and we're looking at the jars and we're like, wait a minute. Dude, I'm not going to run my pressure canner for an hour and a half and not have anything here. You know, really, there wasn't very many jars. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's go downstairs to the freezer. Let's grab a couple of big bags of chicken breasts. Let's throw them in the frickin' crock pot. Let's add some seasoning and some carrots and onion and celery to it. And let's make some chicken soup. So that is what we did. We went ahead and separated everything out, blah, blah, blah. And we made chicken soup. And I had a bunch of leftover chicken after making chicken soup. So I filled that pressure canner completely with chicken soup. And then there was a couple of jars there that were just chicken and broth. Like I put like 5 of the small little chicken breasts into it. So the little pint jars were full. And then topped it up with some chicken broth. And so we canned all that, and it all turned out really good. It looks great. We're going to crack open a can of chili here tonight to see how it did and see if it canned well. So with the chicken soup, a couple of the cans we decided to get some white long grain rice and put 2 teaspoons of long grain rice in the bottom of the jar. And then we put a couple of chunks of meat on top with some carrots and celery. And that's what we did. Well, the white long grain rice kind of exploded a little bit. Like it expanded, and then it kind of like looks like it exploded. Split open. The grains did. So it's probably mushy as heck. So what we're going to do next time is we're going to get some wild rice or some brown rice, and we're going to do it with that instead, and see if like brown rice or something like that doesn't expand so badly. So we're going to give that a go next time we did the pressure can thing. And because there was meat in it, I pressure canned it for 90 minutes. And here where we're at, we have to have 11 pounds of pressure. So that wasn't too terrible. So we did that. And then, so I had a bunch of chicken left over. Probably about, I'd say about 8 breasts. And so we decided to put it in the crock pot and make some dinner. So we put down two scoops of rice down on the bottom of the crock pot. I think there were cups. I think we put 2 cups of rice in, I think is what it was. And then we put our chicken on top of the dried rice. And then I added my chicken broth that I had left over and put that on top. And then I cracked open 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. And I put 2 cans of cream of chicken soup on top of the chicken, which was on top of the rice, and kind of leveled it out, kind of spread it out so it's kind of an even coat. And then I took a huge handful of medium cheddar and sprinkled that on top. Put the lid on it, and I turned it on low for, I think it was for 4 hours. And when it was done, it was so good. The chicken was still extremely moist. The rice was perfect. The chicken soup and the cheese kind of blended together and became this gooey sauce-like stuff. And it was just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We've done it before, but we did this type of thing in the oven before. But this was nice in the crock pot, and I think we'll do it again in the crock pot. It just turned out so well. So did that, and so for the most part it was a fairly productive day. Did some cooking in the kitchen. We did some cleaning, and did some laundry and dishes and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of just chilled this weekend pretty much. We had some things on our list that we needed or wanted to get done. For instance, my car needs to be cleaned out. But you know what? I mean, it's not like I got a couple of boxes in the back that have to be gone through. Really, that's about all it is. That came out of my wife's car when we had my wife's car detailed. When was that? Back in November, I think, is when we had her car detailed. My car is supposed to be detailed next month, but I don't think that's going to end up happening. We were talking about doing it, and then we're like, get me wrong, it's really nice to have a car that's clean, like really clean, like factory clean. But yeah, no, I'm kind of good right now. Honestly, I'm kind of, doesn't really matter so much right now about having my car clean, like perfectly clean. I can handle it. He wants to charge for my car. It's $200, and that's primarily. I mean, that's the whole car, minus the engine compartment, and then my truck. This is what I want to get detailed. My truck is looking at like, I think it's like $280 or $285 or something like that for him to detail my truck, and it is like a car show quality detail. So it's, you know, really cleaning the engine compartment so it looks brand new again and everything. So, you know, that the extra $100 really makes a big difference there, because I mean, to pay someone $100 to detail your engine compartment, that's a really good deal. That's a really good deal, especially on an older, you know, 1984 F-150. And my truck is pretty much factory condition as it is. It just, you know, it's been a few years since it's kind of shined a little bit, and you know, kind of had a feeling of, oh, hey, I'm pretty too, you know. So, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I want to get a couple things done first. The first one is I want to get the windshield replaced. That's $200. And then I want to get the windows tinted. So I'm going to have the windows tinted before the car's detailed, just in case some cleaning products or something get on the glass and whatever, you know. So, anyways, I want that done first. I have some other stuff I got to do to it, anyways. The other thing I want to do is the Bedliner. I want to get the Bedliner done and get that sprayed in place. My truck needs a Bedliner. Let's just be honest. It really needs a Bedliner. And I have running boards on there that came with the truck. I'm going to take the running boards off. I don't like the look of the running boards. It just looks very, very cheap. Even though they're like, you know, $600 running boards, they just got a real old, cheap look to it. So, no, I'm not gonna do that, or I'm gonna get rid of those. And then the other thing I want to do is get rid of my mud flaps. I have these. Somebody went and put on these little teeny mud flaps that hang off of my rear bumper, and it's gross. It is. It's just gross. So I'm going to have those removed. And I think I'm going to end up getting some thing about diamond plate, but I'm not sure yet. They make a special mud flap for the wheel well of my truck. You know, for the... Yeah, they make a special one, and so I'm thinking about getting those instead. But anyways, I don't know, that's probably sounds kind of boring. I'm sorry. So for the most part, it's been a pretty productive weekend. You know, for kind of chilling. I didn't want to push it too hard. We went to, it's so weird. You know, for a guy to go to a baby shower is so strange. It is, I'm sorry, but baby showers are definitely for women only. Even if they try to make it a co-ed thing and they try to, you know, include games or something for guys. Dudes, listen, don't go to a baby shower. It is totally, like, it's not for us, man. Baby showers are... Okay, I'm a dude, so I'm going to just say it. Baby showers are stupid. It's like a birthday party for the mom, basically, except the presents are baby inspired. I mean, it's just really just, come on. Whatever. But, I guess to each is their own. Neither my wife or I, we never had our own, we never had a baby shower because, well, usually in order to have a baby shower, typically, you have to have a baby in the oven, per se, and my wife has never been pregnant, and so, we just never did that. We adopted our kids, and I don't know, I don't see the point. Like, for us, we knew we were having a baby, we knew we were getting a baby, we prepared for it ahead of time because we were foster parents. So we already had, bassinets and cribs and rockers and high chairs and car seats and all the stupid stuff that comes with a baby. Let me tell you something, okay? I love my children. I love them to death. And yes, you just kind of have to have that stuff, right? But when our kids finally started, like, feeding themselves and walking and, I don't know, using the toilet and all that stuff, about 5 years old, they finally, become people, like, really, like, actual walking, talking, self-feeding, butt-wiping themselves kind of people. And realizing that, we don't need this anymore. And you start getting rid of stuff. Oh my gosh, it's like a weight lifted off of you, not only like metaphorically or whatever, but the house. Oh, the house is like empty, and it's like, oh my God, there's so much more room. It's like you go camping or you go on vacation, you gotta take all this freaking junk with you. It's just like, it's so ridiculous. It's a pain in the butt. Babies themselves, a baby itself, I love babies. I think babies are adorable, they're great, blah, 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 whatever. They puke all over you, they shit all over you, they piss all over you if you're not careful. We got that. They're okay. They're okay. But their freaking stuff, their stuff's a pain in the ass. Oh my God. It doesn't matter how much you try to simplify things. It doesn't work. Like, as soon as they stop, you start transitioning from formula to food. Now you just added a high chair. Now you just did this. Now you just did that. And it's like, well, you got playpens, right? Playpens. Oh, I got a 5-in-1. Okay, that's nice. It's still a freaking playpen. Woohoo! And you got special car seats. And then you got, all these different, oh my God, the car seats. Oh, well, you can get like a 3-in-1 car seat, where it does an infant thing, and then it does a toddler thing, and it does this and does that. Okay, great. It's still like $100 to like $300 for frickin' fancy car seat. It just, the whole thing is just ridiculous. I'm sorry, it just is. My opinion. I mean, we have to have babies in order to survive. Do we really have to have all that crap? I mean, I am very curious, and maybe I should do some research. I'm very curious about, minimalists and how a minimalist has a baby. Like high chairs and playpens, and how the hell did they do it? Because it's all like meaningless crap. You use it one time for one baby. Here's the thing. You'll have one baby, right? Your wife gets pregnant, blah, blah, blah. You have a baby. The baby is now done with the crap, but you hold on to the crap just in case you need it. Everybody does it. So you put all the stuff in the garage, and it sits there for like 3 years until you realize, you know what, we're not having another baby, and you get rid of it. And then like 6 months later, oh crap, we're pregnant again. That's like the typical situation. Let's store garbage. I don't know. I just, whatever. I'll get off my rant. I'm sorry. But, yeah, anyways. So we went to this baby shower. And both my wife and I were like, this is boring. This is stupid. We don't see the dumbass point. But we went because we love our friend, and she doesn't have a whole lot of friends. And so we went to support her and love her.
This has been a Graham's World broadcast, brought to you directly from Graham's mind. So stay tuned, because there's more to come.